Ladies and gentlemen, now listen, I ain't come here today to give you no complicated formula, no rocket science, nothing that's gonna take a PhD and 12 cups of coffee to figure out. No, sir. I came here to talk to you about just five simple habits that can help you build something more powerful than muscles, more valuable than money, and more necessary than luck. I'm talking about a strong mindset because let me tell you something, life ain't easy. It will knock you down, drag you out, and then have the nerve to ask why you ain't smilin'. But the difference between folks who stay down and folks who rise up, that difference is all right here. Points to head. So today we gon' talk about how to strengthen your mind, your spirit, and your grind with five simple, powerful, everyday habits that anybody, and I mean anybody, can start doing right now. When you wake up in the morning, the very first thing you do sets the tone for your entire day. Too many of us roll over, grab the phone, and instantly get pulled into emails, social media, and news headlines, most of which are negative, distracting, or completely irrelevant to our goals. Before we've even brushed our teeth, our minds are already cluttered, reacting to the world instead of creating our own. Starting your day with intention means taking control of your mindset before anything else does. It's about waking up and deciding on purpose how you want to think, feel, and move through the day. That might look like spending 5 minutes in silence, praying, meditating, visualizing your goals, or even just taking a few deep breaths and reminding yourself what you're working toward. It's not about doing what looks fancy on Instagram. It's about doing what grounds you. When you begin your day with clarity and purpose, you're not just reacting to life. You're leading it. You're saying, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is how I'm showing up today. That simple shift can change how you handle stress, how you deal with people, and how you chase after what matters. And look, this doesn't mean you need a 2-hour morning routine with lemon water, yoga, and a full journal spread. This can be as simple as saying one sentence to yourself that gets your mind right. Even one intentional action, done consistently, can build mental strength over time. Because when you own your morning, you start building a habit of discipline. And that discipline starts rewiring your brain for focus, confidence, and control. Gratitude is one of the most underrated tools for developing a strong mindset. It's simple, it's free, and yet it has the power to shift your entire perspective. In a world that constantly tells us we need more money, more success, more recognition, it's easy to overlook what we already have. And when your mind is always chasing what's missing, it becomes hard to feel grounded, focused, or at peace. Practicing gratitude daily doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to acknowledge the good, even when things aren't going your way. It's about recognizing the small wins, the lessons in failure, the people who support you, the strength you've built from hard times. Gratitude is not a mood, it's a mindset, and the more you practice it, the more naturally it comes. This can be as easy as writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning, or just mentally listing them while brushing your teeth. It could be appreciating your health, your progress, a warm meal, a tough lesson that made you stronger. The key is consistency. The brain is like a muscle. Whatever you train it to focus on becomes its default. If you train it to look for what's going wrong, it will find it. But if you train it to find what's going right, even in chaos, that becomes your superpower. Gratitude shifts your energy. It quiets anxiety, reduces negativity, and builds resilience. When you're grateful, you stop reacting and start responding. You don't get thrown off by every little thing because your mindset is rooted in appreciation, not lack. Over time, this habit builds a mental foundation that's harder to shake. You become more optimistic, more patient, and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Your mind is your most powerful asset. And just like your body, it needs to be fed right things to grow stronger. What you read, what you listen to, what you watch, these are the nutrients for your mindset. Too many people spend hours scrolling through entertainment, gossip, or negativity, and then wonder why they feel stuck, unmotivated, or drained. If you want to develop a strong mindset, you've got to be intentional about what you feed your brain. Feeding your mind means consuming content that challenges you, educates you, and inspires you. It could be reading books that expand your thinking, listening to podcasts that spark new ideas, watching interviews with people who have done what you dream of doing. It's not about stuffing your brain with information just to sound smart. It's about surrounding yourself with perspectives and insights that sharpen your focus and deepen your understanding. This habit doesn't require hours out of your day. Even 15 to 20 minutes of focused, intentional learning every day adds up fast. That's over 100 hours a year spent growing instead of coasting. And when you do that consistently, you start to think differently. You start to speak differently. You start to carry yourself with more confidence because you've been building something real in your mind, something solid, something valuable. Strong minds are built through exposure to ideas that stretch you. They're built through repetition of empowering messages, principles, and truths that help you stay grounded in who you are and where you're going. What you put into your mind becomes the filter through which you see the world. If that filter is full of wisdom, clarity, and purpose, then your mindset becomes a tool for success instead of a barrier to it. Protecting your energy is one of the most important habits for building a strong mindset. Your mind doesn't operate in isolation. It's constantly influenced by the people you surround yourself with, the conversations you engage in, and the environments you place yourself in. If you're always around negativity, criticism, gossip, or drama, it's going to drain you mentally, emotionally, and even physically. And when your energy is low, your mindset becomes vulnerable. A strong mindset requires boundaries. It means learning to say no to things and people that don't align with your growth. That's not about being rude or cutting everyone off. It's about recognizing what lifts you up versus what pulls you down. Not everyone deserves access to your time, attention, or emotional space. Some relationships might be comfortable, but they're not healthy. Some conversations might feel familiar, but they keep you stuck in small thinking. This habit starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with certain people or consuming certain content. Do you feel motivated, clear, and focused, or do you feel anxious, irritated, or empty? Your energy is data. And when you start honoring that data, you become more intentional with your choices, creating A strong mindset also means surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to be better, who believe in your potential, and who support your goals. It's about curating your circle and your inputs so they help you stay aligned, not distracted. Even if that means spending more time alone or seeking out mentors and communities who think differently, that's a worthy trade-off. You can't grow a strong mind in a toxic environment. You need space to think, to reflect, to dream, and to push yourself forward without constant interference or negativity clouding your direction. Discomfort is not the enemy. It's the gateway to growth. So many people spend their lives avoiding anything that feels difficult, unfamiliar, or uncomfortable. And in doing so, they stay stuck in the same patterns, the same routines, and the same mindset. But the truth is, every level of growth requires you to go through something that stretches you. You cannot build a strong mindset if you're always looking for the easiest path. Embracing discomfort means being willing to do things that scare you, challenge you, or push you outside your normal limits. It might be having a tough conversation you've been avoiding, trying something new that you might fail at, or sticking with a routine even when it's hard. These moments aren't setbacks, they're training. Every time you lean into discomfort, you're building mental toughness, resilience, and confidence. The mind grows stronger when it learns that pain doesn't equal danger. Just because something is hard doesn't mean it's wrong. Just because it's unfamiliar doesn't mean it's not for you. A strong mindset is forged in fire. It's shaped by moments when you could have quit but didn't, when you were afraid but moved forward anyway. Discomfort is the signal that you're expanding. It's the gym for your mindset. When you shift your relationship with discomfort, when you start seeing it as a sign of progress instead of a problem, you unlock a whole new level of power. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop expecting it to feel easy. You start trusting that you can handle what comes, that you can grow through anything, and that every challenge is preparing you for what's next. That's how you develop grit, how you develop courage, and how you build the kind of mindset that doesn't break under pressure. The words you speak to yourself matter more than anything anyone else could ever say to you. Every day, your inner voice is either building you up or tearing you down, and most people don't even realize how negative their self-talk has become. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, not ready, not smart enough, or that you always mess things up, your mind will start to believe it. Your actions will follow your beliefs, and your results will reflect the story you've been repeating. Speaking life over yourself is about choosing words that empower you, even when you don't feel confident or capable yet. It means replacing "I can't" with "I'm learning," replacing "this is too hard" with "this is stretching me," replacing "I always fail" with "I'm getting better every day." This isn't about pretending things are perfect. It's about programming your mind to focus on strength, growth, and potential. Your words create your reality because your brain listens to everything you say. The more you repeat something, the more your mind starts looking for evidence to support it. If you speak fear, you'll notice reasons to be afraid. If you speak belief, you'll start seeing opportunities where you used to see obstacles. A strong mindset doesn't just happen by chance. It's shaped by the language you use day in and day out. This habit takes awareness and repetition. You have to catch yourself in those quiet moments when doubt creeps in and flip the script. It's about making yourself talk intentional, not automatic. It's about becoming your own biggest supporter, even when no one else sees what you're working toward. The way you speak about yourself becomes the foundation for how you show up in the world, how you handle challenges, and how far you're willing to go.